The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's non-conference matchup in Class AA between the Pine City Dragons and Esko. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup here. It's not a section nor a conference matchup, but it is a Class 2A matchup between the Pine City Dragons and Esko, and it should be a fun one, although Esko's record is not what they would like it to be at this point in the season. They are still a very good team and still a team to be reckoned with. They are 3-4 on the season, but when then you turn to their section record, which is 2-1, so still a pretty darn good team in Esko, and they are looking to get back to the dominance that they have had for many of the previous years. As we take a look, at their schedule. Again, coming into tonight, they are 3-4 on the season, scoring 61 points per game and allowing 58 points per game. That is different from Pine City, as they score 68 points per game and only allow 41 points per game. So we could be in for a very, very good defensive matchup, or we could be in for a shootout. I think it could go either way. But looking at Esko, they did lose to Cloquet, who is in Class 3A, and Cloquet, a very, very good team, as is Rockridge. Those were their first two losses to open the season. It was a close loss, though, to Cloquet, 55-44. A little bit more lopsided loss to Rockridge, 67-44. Then they came back and beat Annandale and Piers pretty handedly, but then lost to Crosby Ironton, who again is another really tough team, a really good team in Class AA in their section. Then they beat Barnum and most recently lost to Mountain Iron Buell. You talk about Crosby and Mountain Iron Buell, both of those teams have absolutely stellar players and rosters this year and the past couple of years and continuing forward. And one of those teams is going to be joining the Great River Conference next year. Mora, Aiken, and Crosby Ironton, I believe. Man, I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I believe those are the three teams. I'll have to go back and listen to the interview that we had. But I believe those are the three teams joining the Great River Conference next year. So again, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure those are the three. I wouldn't bet on it, but man, now I'm second guessing everything I just said. Wow. Well, okay. Well, we move on either way. Esko again. So not the record they're looking for, but you look at the teams like Cloquet, and why don't we take a look at Cloquet since we're talking about them and talking about how good they are in Class 7 3A. They're 7-0. They're ranked 5th in the state in Class 3A. So, and they're not a shabby team. They beat teams like Esko, Hermantown, Duluth East, Grand Rapids, Cromwell Wright, Pine City, and Hermantown. So they haven't played shabby teams by any stretch of the imagination. They have played some really good teams. So Cloquet, a very good team, and Esko played them real close, 11 points. Now you might say, well, that's like 3 possessions. That's like 3 possessions, 4 possessions, if you will. Well, yes, but when you're within 10 at the end of a game to a team who was ranked top 5 in the state in their class, there's something to be said for that, and I think a lot of people would overlook that and go, well, that's over 10 points. That's way too many points to even say that was close. But I've seen games like that Pine City has had that have been like, 11, 10 points. The Pine City boys game last year, their playoff game against Annandale, when they lost that game, it was 10 points, and I said it was a 1-point game is what it felt like at the end of that game. It didn't feel like it was 10 points. It felt And I'm sure Annandale would say the same. It felt like it was not a 10-point game. It felt like it was much closer, like 1 or 2 points. But, again, I think Esko playing Cloquet gives them a good idea of how good they can be. But, unfortunately, then they would lose to Rockridge pretty handedly, 67-44. So, a 23-point loss there to them. And taking a look at Rockridge, who has come in as a co-op the last couple of years and has just been an absolute, just juggernaut in some of their sports. It's been ridiculous to see them play. They're 7-0 as well. Only ranked 14th in the state, though, in all of Class 3A, so a little bit different there for them. But they beat teams like Greenway, Esko, Deer River, North Branch, Grand Rapids, Two Harbors, and Proctor. So some pretty good teams there between Rockridge and Cloquet that they have played. But Esko, again, they are 3-4, so this is a team who is only one game below 500, and I think a team that Pine City has to watch out for. Again, you don't overlook any team. That's not how Pine City rolls. They are keeping track and are well aware of how talented Esko can be. But they are 3-4 for a reason. They have played some tough teams, so it'll be interesting to see what Pine City can do against Esko here tonight. Speaking of Pine City, they play in Section 6 AA, and they are currently 33rd in the state, and in the section, they are 6th in the section behind Albany, Malacca, Sauk Center, Holdingford, and St. Cloud Cathedral. The usuals is how I like to say it. You've got Malacca and Albany up there, no surprise. Sauk Center, again, no surprise. Holdingford, no surprise. St. Cloud Cathedral is maybe the one that's a bit of a surprise. I wouldn't say even a surprise. I think just it's early for them to be on top. Usually we see them on top at the end of the season because at the end of the season they really start to get rolling. It's usually early on. They grab a few losses just because they do play teams like Albany, Sauk Center, and Holdingford. So usually those losses come early and then they pile on the wins at the back half of the schedule. But this year they are right on top right away at 4-2. Pine City 5-2. They're already 1-0 in section play. And that game came against Mora, in which they won 81-33. They lost their opening game against St. Paul Como Park 71-45. They came out in the first half. They looked really good, and I think it was just more of a game in which they were trying to make themselves a cohesive unit. They were trying to learn about each other on the fly. Of course, you have practice, but nothing emulates a game like a game. So I think it was more or less learning about each other, learning their quirks, the things that they do on the court, their movements, the communication. I think that was all that came with it when in that first game, because then they went on to win 5 straight over Mora, Mille Lacs, Hinckley, Finlayson, East Central, and Chisago Lakes. Now, it was a pretty lopsided win over Chisago Lakes, 73-47, but again, beating a team that is a class higher than you, there is something to say about that as well, because bigger schools usually means more depth. More depth usually means there's could be a better talent pool. But, and I'm not saying that Chisago Lakes isn't talented. They are, but Pine City put a licking to Chisago Lakes, and Pine City kind of ran away with that one. But then they did lose to Cloquet 60-44. That's a 16-point game. Unfortunately, I was unable to be up there at that one. I would have liked to seen that full game in its entirety, because I'm sure that 16 points is probably not exactly how it played out in that one. I'm sure there's a lot more to the story for that game against Cloquet. But Pine City, they are coming into this one again 5-2, and then that'll be it for them until the new year when they travel to Bram on Friday, January 5th. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a scary good game, because, my goodness, Bram ranked top 5 in the state. Pine City is also one of the top teams looking to grab this conference crown once again, but Bram says, well, we got something to say about that. But that is not the last game before the new year, because they will play in a tournament over in Perham. They will play in the Grand 8 Holiday Classic in Perham, Painesville, and Sauk Center. So they will see Sauk Center in that tournament, and it'll be interesting to see how that tournament plays out for Pine City, because Sauk Center has been a thorn in the Dragon's side for many years. We can go back, I think it was 3 years ago, to when Pine City lost to them in the season finale by 2 points. It was 42-40 in that loss at the end of the season. Then they went and lost to them in the playoffs. And then a few years later, they played them in the playoffs, lost by only a couple again. They played them in the tournament and lost by only a couple. So when we're talking about this Pine City Dragons girls basketball team, Sauk Center is the one that they're looking at, and I'm sure after this game is over, they're going to turn their attention right to Sauk Center, whether they play them or not, and say, we got to beat them. We got to fight, and if they're not playing them, I'm thinking they're saying to themselves, we got to win or whatever we got to do to play them. Obviously, they would like to win all their games. They're not going to lose purposely just to try and play Sauk Center, but they are certainly going to do whatever they can to win, to play against Sauk Center. We will have a special guest, I was told, by one of the Pine City Dragon coaches, Coach Lottie. We will have a special guest here this evening for the basketball game, Chloe Lind, who is playing basketball up at St. Scholastica. She was also the MIAC Athlete of the Week. She was averaged 19.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds in some non-conference games last week. And she scored 15 points, grabbed 4 rebounds in just, in just 14 minutes of action. I don't know if some people understand how hard that is. Basketball people might, but for those who don't follow basketball as much, you just may not understand it as much, and that's okay. That's understandable. We're not saying that it's bad or anything. But to score more points than wow, let's see if I can find some English here. To score more points than you are minutes out on the court, that's rare to do. That is very rare to do, especially in that short of time. She went 75% shooting as well. I mean, she was the offensive player of the week in the MIAC, and rightfully so. I mean, what a week there for Chloe Lind. So the reigning MIAC offensive player of the week for the St. Scholastica Saints, Chloe Lind, as of only a freshman. She is starting and taking a look at some of her stats here. She has scored 111 points. She averages 12.3 points per game. That's ridiculous. She has 15 assists, 3 blocks, 4 steals on the year as well. So what a season it has been for Chloe Lind. As we quickly end our pregame warm-ups, we are going to get our national anthem, have our starting lineups announced, and then we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com. Taking a look at these starting lineups for both of these teams. For the Esko basketball team, it will be number 2, Hannah Swanson, 13, Kaylee Sinnott, 21, Kyra Johnson, 24, Erin Pettyjohn, and 35, Karen Berger. Then for the Dragons, it'll be number 2, Mallory Klepper, number 3, Piper Metling, number 10, Summer Thiemann, number 11, Brooke Boland, and number 12, senior Carly Jusak. Esko wearing their white away uniforms. Looks like the blue letters, the blue numbers outlined in the yellow. The white stripe, triangle stripe on the short. The arms and neck with the yellow trim. Dragons wearing their green home uniforms, white letters and numbers outlined in the black. The logo on each leg, the black trim on the shorts, waist, and on the neck and shoulders. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Find out more at embracemn.com. Of course, it's Carly Jusak along with Kaylee Sinnott. That's going to be Kyra Johnson at center court for this tip-off. Thank all of you for tuning in. Thanks so much to all the fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we do. As we are just about set to start, and there's the tip. It is won by Esko, and that is Sinnott. And left wide open alone was Karen Berger. And not what you want to see if you're Pine City right off the bat. And that's not what you want to see either. Pettyjohn with the steal. But then blocking that one out of bounds was Jusak. And Jusak says, wait a minute. This ain't the start we want. Let me shift momentum real quick as she gets that block there. But she does block it out of bounds, so Esko will get it inbounded to Berger. Berger on the near side working on Summer Thiemann. She is so good on defense, and she forces the miss. Jusak with the rebound. Now coming the other way, Thiemann with it. She gives it over to Metling. Metling stands top of the key. She drifts, gives it off to Boland. Boland on to the near side to Klepper. Klepper to Metling into the near side corner for Boland for 3. That's good, and Brooke Boland starts the threes early and gives the Dragons the lead right back after the hot start by Esko, 3-2. Now the Esko get it up real quick. That's Johnson with it. She'll give it off on the far side. No, she tried to give it off on the far side. Nobody was home, but she also stepped on the baseline, and that will be a turnover back to the Dragons. So the bad start, all of a sudden, goes back the Dragons' way. They'll get it inbounded to Metling. She stands, waits. Now she gets it to Boland. Now over to Metling. Metling just gets that one up and over, and now they're going to get an over and back on Metling as she was right on that half-court line, but went over and back. So sadly, it will go back to Esko. Got to remember, they don't have a nickname yet. They're just Esko. Berger with it. She gives it off far side to Pettyjohn. Now over to Johnson on the far side elbow. Now back to Swanson. Swanson finding a lane inside. Got pushed a little bit. Oh. They're going to say the shot is good. Going to call Metling for the first team foul for Pine City. And again, Swanson apparently dropped that one in. I don't mind there was a shooting foul, but sometimes the shot comes well after the foul. And it's like, maybe should have let that one just be a foul. And a dangerous pass to Boland is stolen away again by Pettyjohn. That's not her first steal either. It's a second. She read that one like a book. Nearly got a third. This time on Klepper, and a passing right now for Pine City. Not where it needs to be, but Carly Jusak changes that in a hurry and delivers on a 3, but the Dragons still trail 7-6 thanks to the Pettyjohn steal and 2. This will be a quick timeout for the Dragons at only the 30-second variety, and a big reason why is because of the start that the Dragons got off to. Already 3 turnovers in this one that have led to 7 points for Esko. That is not what you want to see if you're head coach Patrick Judd. It's not the start you'd like to see, certainly not, but an early timeout like this can certainly settle things down. And get things going back in their direction. So we're set to get back to action. Esko will inbound. That's Berger with it. Berger gives it off on the far side. I believe that was Sinnott. And now she'll give it to Swanson back to Sinnott or Sinnott. Berger. Berger for three. Off the front of the rim, and Jusak will get the rebound. Quickly up the court to Thiemann. Thiemann stops. She'll try to give it over to Bolin, and yeah, another dangerous pass. Pettyjohn with her third steal already. It's the passing for Pine City right now that is just getting away from them. But going the other way, it's Mallory Klepper getting a steal back for the Dragons, and then Piper Metling missing on the shot. Sinnott with the rebound for Esko, 7-6. Good action up and down the court, but neither team can really fall into a rhythm. Ooh, I don't know about that one. They're gonna call that foul on Brooke Bolin, but if I were the ref, I'd probably do a let it go. But sometimes refs play it a lot closer than you think. So that might just be the game they're going to call. Caitlin McConnell, checks into the game for Esko. So McConnell in. She gives it off to Swanson now. Swanson on the near side elbow, guarded well by Klepper. She spins inside, nearly loses the ball. She traveled, and they're going to call it. Yeah, she was fumbling with the ball, but as she was fumbling with it, she took steps forward, and yeah, that's a travel. They got it, and Judd would have probably lost his marbles had they not called that, because he was calling for it. He's like, "Hey guys, did you see the travel there? Three on the near side from Brooke Bolin. Rebound grabbed by Esko and Johnson. Now quickly up the court, and wide open lane to shoot. Beautiful passing there. And it's Caitlin McConnell with the two, 9-6. Pine City with the lead. Poked out. Klepper has it stolen away by Berger. And up for two for Swanson. And full court press right now by Esko. Pine City just can't seem to get out of it. But one thing that they really need to work on to get out of this 5-point deficit is simply just better passing. Just better passing. And right now they're passing it into some dangerous spots that they really don't need to be. And Klepper, I think she tried to throw up a shot, but Berger's going to come away with yet another steal. Nice move inside, and she's going to get the friendly roll. I don't think the rim knows that this is a home rim. It doesn't need to give the bounce to the other team. So it's 13-6 now. Pine City. Oh, and another bad pass. This one is stolen away by Swanson. Luckily missed on the shot, and Jusak gets the rebound. But again, it's the passing right now that is just not great. Missed shot there by Jusak. We're going to get a foul on Esko as Klepper got the rebound and she was held. They're going to get Kyra Johnson on the foul. Now Vivian Lottie checks into the game for the Dragons. Piper Metling will get set to inbound. She does to Brooke Bolin on the near side. Bolin drifts around. That ball slipped out of her hands, but it does get to Thiemann, now to Metling, now to Lottie. Lottie in the corner, gives it off to Metling. Metling from three, that's good. That was a beautiful looking ball, and it swishes through to make it 13-9 rather. And it looks like these referees are going to call this one a little bit closer to the vest than maybe some of us would like to see as we get another foul here on Pine City. Third, and not real sure who it was on. But they do get the foul. Meanwhile, Esko has it. Pine City able to get them to slow down their offense. Meanwhile, Summer Thiemann. That has to be on Esko, right? Oh, my goodness. They're going to call Summer Thiemann for the foul. She got the steal. I mean, she had the steal. I don't understand how you can call her for a foul when she had the steal. Well, either way, we digress and move on. Oh, she was close to being out. This time, Thiemann will take it and get the steal for sure. She says, hey, this one's mine. I didn't get a foul. Metling, top of the key, pass from Jusak. That looks good, just off the mark. Jusak was definitely pushed. They're not going to call it, my goodness. Rebounded by Cadence Berger of the Esko basketball team. Back the other way, no good. Jusak with the rebound. Yeah, Jusak was pushed as she went to grab the rebound, and they didn't call it. Meanwhile, pass up the court to Metling, just in front of her, but she gets it back to Bolin, who misses on the shot, rebounded by Sinnott. Now, back coming up the court, Berger. That's Karen Berger. And she looks for three over the defender. No good. Getting the rebound, though, was McConnell, and no good on that one, and it's Metling with the rebound for Pine City. She'll give it off now to Boland. Boland to the top of the key, gives it over to Thiemann on the far side. Now to Metling. Metling gives it inside to Lottie. Lottie back to Metling, now back to Lottie. Lottie from three, just short. Rebounded there by Berger. And she'll hand it off to Swanson. Swanson inside, spins around. Lottie bothering her all the way. That one should be Dragons' ball. It is. Shot missed and out of bounds. Last touch by Esko. Emma Belsheim checks into the game for Pine City. And again, passing a problem here so far in the first half. Belsheim from three. It's it through. Emma Belsheim checks into the game and delivers on the shot to draw the Dragons within one. 13-12. 11:35 to go. And on that far side, Clara Swanson probably got away with the travel, but now we're going to get the fifth foul called here on Pine City. Not sure who that one was on. But it's the fifth foul on Pine City nonetheless. Cadence Berger has it, and now it's stolen away by Mallory Klepper. Fast break opportunity, throws ball towards the net. Jusak with the rebound, drops it in for two. Jusak came flying up behind that play, grabbed the rebound, and now it's 14-13. Pine City with the lead. Esko coming back the other way. Berger with it. She fakes the shot, then gives it off on the far side to Swanson. That's Clara Swanson. And now a long three there by Berger is no good. And it's Jusak again with another rebound. She gives it off to Vivian Lottie. Now into the far side corner for Thiemann. Back to Jusak. Inside to Klepper. Klepper off the backboard. No good. Nearly gets stuck in that crease. And rebounded, though, by Swanson of Esko. 10.5 minutes to go. Good passing here by Esko. We'll get it off to Sinnott. And, oh, my goodness, they are really calling this one close to the vest. They're going to get this one on Emma Belsheim. Her maybe first? I don't know. It's the team's sixth, though. A couple substitutions here for Esko. Looks like none for Pine City. Karen Berger will bounce pass inbound to Clara Swanson, who drops it in for two. And nearly stolen away again in the front court, or in the back court. Dragons, tough time getting it out, but Vivian Lottie gets the pass from Boland. This pass to nobody, and it's stolen away again. Sinnott, another steal, or Sinnott. I'm not really sure which way it's pronounced. I've heard it both. Pass now on the near side for Clara Swanson, no good. Jusak is going to come up with a rebound. Dragons trail by one. Creeping up on halfway through this first half. Quick moving half between these two teams. Pass inside to Jusak was stolen away by Sinnott, and then stolen right back. Wow, by Brooke Boland, and Jusak drops it in for two. Brooke Boland said, no, 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 ma'am. You shall not pass. 9.5 minutes to go. Dragons by 1. Esko struggling to get that ball into their front court. And not real sure. Was it 10 seconds? I think they called the 10 seconds. So if you get the ball inbounded on your offensive side, you have 10 seconds to get it into the front court. And from what I'm understanding, Esko used all 10 seconds before getting it into the front court. So Pine City gets the ball back and now try and add on to this lead. Good passing by the Dragons. Metling has it now on the near side. Now to Thiemann on the elbow. Gives it over to Boland. Boland to Jusak on the far side. Jusak gives it off to Metling. Now to Klepper. Klepper to Thiemann. 7 seconds on the clock to Boland on the far side. And another iffy pass, and Johnson will get the steal. That time it looked like good passing, but then that shot clock started to run down, and Pine City felt the pressure, and sadly they threw an ill-advised pass into traffic, and Esko had an easy takeaway. Substitution here for Esko. 16-15, seems like a lower scoring first half just because, well, it's moving so fast, and these two teams the pace they've set has just been phenomenal. And Summer Thiemann cuts through, gets a steal, fast break opportunity, felt the pressure, and then missed. And Swanson got the rebound, but she was fouled by Jusak, sadly. Jusak coming in hot, trying to get that rebound. I think he accidentally said 21, but it's 12. And now it will be a 1-and-1 for Esko. That will put Hannah Swanson at the line for that 1-and-1. So again, if she makes one, she'll get the chance to shoot again. But if she misses, anyone has a chance for a rebound. It's the 17th foul. Or excuse me, it is not Swanson. It's Kyra Johnson. Kyra Johnson makes the first one, so we're tied at 16. Under halfway through the first. And Kyra Johnson drops them both in. 17-16, Esko leads. Full court pressure again. Pine City's struggled with that so far here in the first half. Metling has it, and it's the passing that they just. I think they second guess themselves on the passes, and they just got to remember to have confidence in them. Stick with the play. Trying to go inside to Jusak, and Esko. I mean, they're reading it like a book. They know who Pine City's trying to go to inside, and they're not fooling Esko right now. They're trying to, it seems like right now, Pine City's trying to force it inside to Esko, and Esko is just, I mean, Esko just, they know what's coming. They know what's happening, and Pine City just has no way right now to disguise it. Inbound here to Brooke Boland on the far side for three. That's no good. Jusak swats that rebound out of the hand of a defender, then has it tipped and stolen away. Pine City just can't seem to keep hold of the ball here in the first half, which is unfortunate because I feel like if half these steals weren't taken by Esko, this might be a little bit more in favor of Pine City. Nice spin move, though, by Esko, and that shot is no good. Rebound and put back by Cadence Berger. 19-16 now. Travel called here on Klepper. Yeah, the Dragons have just been, it's the passing and that full court defense that the Dragons just can't seem to figure out right now, and that's unfortunate because, again, moving screen called on Esko. On Karenberger. Her first and the team's second. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They'll also leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. And Metling will go out for that rebound and get fouled hard from behind. That's going to be on Hannah Swanson, her first, team's third. So Pine City won't have to even get a rebound. They'll be able to hold on to it. Metling inbounds to Boland. Now Metling back to Boland. Now over to Jusak. Jusak drives inside, gives it back to Boland. Now to the far side to Thiemann. Thiemann picks up her dribble, gives it over to Metling on the elbow for three. That looked good, just a little bit too strong. And Jusak with the rebound and two. Don't know what Esko's upset about. Their bench was pretty upset at something, but that looked clean to me. Of course, I'm a little bit biased. I'm calling games for Pine City, so. Esko takes it back up the court. Hey, I'm biased, but I can admit it. Good passing. They dribble it back. Pine City's trying to guard inside right now, but Esko's been getting a few good looks from three. Ooh, Klepper could have gotten called for a foul. And that ball, oh my goodness. That should be Pine City ball. Wow. Esko got the rebound, and then the referees say it went out of bounds off of a drag, and they say Jusak touched it last, but it went off of a Esko player. Are they wow. Oh, so they did not see it go off of Esko, which is surprising because Jusak, who is normally pretty quiet out there and just goes with the flow, she is saying, come on. Maybe an ill-advised buzzer there as Metling brings in the rebound off the missed shot from Esko. Jusak gives it back to Boland. Now up to Thiemann. Thiemann over to Metling, to Boland in the near side corner, to Klepper. Klepper trying to drive inside, backs it out to Metling. Metling, she dribbles around. Thiemann on the far side, wide open. That's going to come up just short. And an easy rebound there for Karen Berger. 3-on-1. She has to stop and give it back out to Cadence Berger. Now a long three. Oh, wow, nice shot there by Hannah Swanson. Again, they've been getting those looks, and sooner than later they were going to make Pine City pay for it, and they do there, 22-18 with 5:40 to go here in the first half. That ball stolen away again by Berger. Esko trying to extend their lead now, and man, unfortunately, Pine City's struggling right now to get around the full court defense of Esko. Meanwhile, missed shot, Metling will rebound. Metling, another ill-advised pass, and it's going to be stolen away, and it looked like no effort for Berger. But Summer Thiemann says, not so fast, as she gets the steal back, gives it off to Jusak. She drops it in for two. Thiemann has just been flying around. I talked about her and her defense and how well it has improved year in and year out, and my goodness, it has come to her senior year, and she is showing out on her defense this year. Another three there from Hannah Swanson, and all of a sudden, the three ball is starting to roll, and you cannot leave her open if you're Pine City. And Jusak did not realize where she was at on the court. It's an over and back as, again, she just kind of lost sight of where she was at on the court and threw it back to her teammate who was not quite established in the front court, so that will be a turnover, and it will go back to Esko. And it seems like Pine City takes a step forward and 3 steps back right now, and it's not. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here on Pine City's side with 4:42 to go here in half number 1. Looking at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Dragons trail 25-20. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. 25-20. The Dragons trail, and again, it seems like simple things. It's a lot easier said than done by all accounts. I'm not saying that I could go out there and do any of it. No, in fact, I would do way worse. Let's be real. I'd be losing about 100-0 right now. That's that's the reality of it. But the Dragons, right now it's just the passing. They need to settle down the passing. I think they're so riled up because of the fast start that Esko got out to, and some of the turnovers. I think with the turnovers, they're a little riled up, and they're a little ahead of themselves. They can slow things down just a bit. Obviously, I think both teams like the pace this half is going at. I think they like the up and down pace. But I think if I'm either head coach or maybe even both, I'm saying, hey, let's settle it down. For sure, head coach Judd of the Pine City Dragons, I think he's saying, hey, girls, let's settle it down a little bit. We're okay. We just need to be better on our passes, and we need to breathe, and we need to make sure we're looking where we're going with our passes, because right now Esko knows what's coming. and we need to, even if they know what's coming, we need to make good passes. Left alone, though, for 2, no good. Emma Belsheim will get the rebound there on the Pettyjohn missed shot. Quickly up the court, Jusak has it. She'll give it off on the far side to Bolin. Bolin fakes the shot, drives inside, gets around one defender. Oh, can't get the friendly roll. Again, does the rim forget that this is a home court for Pine City? Kaylin Fox gets the rebound for Esko, and that shot no good. Kaylin Fox, another rebound. Esko will slow things down by a bunch. Going to slow things down a lot here, actually. Probably trying to waste some time going to half leading. I think they also know, they got that feeling of, hey, Pine City, if they can get a few scores, they might grab momentum. This might turn back the other way, and that's going to be the shot clock. That'll go off. It'll be Pine City's ball. Great defense there by Pine City, and head coach Judd celebrating with a loud clap for his team as he's liking what he's seeing from his defense that time around. Now, can the offense get around the full court press? No. Stolen away by Pettyjohn. She'll get her 4th. Shot is up. No good, though. And Jusak will grab, looks like her 10th rebound already. She's got a double-double in the first half. Vivian Lottie has it on the pass from Jusak. Now to Boland. Now on the far side to Thiemann. Thiemann over to Boland in the far side corner. Boland will drift back towards the top of the key to the near side elbow for Thiemann for 3. No good. Belsheim right there for the rebound. Great job by Belsheim. Now over to Thiemann. Thiemann, nice move. Goes inside to Vivian Lottie. Lottie shot up. No good. Good looking shot there by Lottie, but just comes up short. Johnson with the rebound for Esko. And Swanson with it. And that pass is, I don't know if it was tipped or if that one kind of just slipped out of her hands, but Esko will hold on to it. And wow, what a drive there by Pettyjohn, but her shot no good. It's Jusak with yet another rebound. She'll bring it up the court. Side dribble. 3, no good. Good box out, but Belsheim. And that is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Dragons. Great job there by Emma Belsheim. She was boxed out really well, but she fought hard to even get a piece of that rebound and then fought to make it a jump ball. And that is effort there. It should be Pine City ball. That possession arrow is Pine City's. Yeah, okay, they got it. They got it resituated. So at first they were saying it was Esko ball, but they got it figured out. And again, one of the things you love to see is the referees just communicating out there. Vivian Lottie for 3, no good. Off the inbound, Johnson a rebound for Esko. They work quickly up the court. Swanson has it on the far side, driving inside. Boland going to get called for the foul. Her teammate Lottie doesn't agree so much. Be her 2nd and the team's 8th. Hannah Swanson at the line for 2. First one's up and good. So 26-20, Dragons trail with 2:13 to go here in the first half. That second shot is no good. So she's 1 for 2. Rebounded by Esko, but then no good, and rebounded by Mallory Klepper, but she jumped and came down, and that's a travel. Yeah, right now it just feels like Pine City is just kind of riled up a little bit, and they can't settle things down. They're a little ahead of themselves on every step, and again, if they are able to settle things down, Lottie, nice swat at that ball. Nearly got a steal for her team. A long 3, though, from Karen Berger. That's going to be no good. Wow, that's just effort on Kyra Johnson's part. She was about, I don't know, a full body length out of bounds, and she still swatted that thing back in play. My goodness. Maybe you won too many passes here on the side of the Dragons as that shot is no good. Karen Berger's going to get the rebound after the Dragons got it into their front court. Spin move by Swanson, no good on the shot. Rebound, though, by Clara Swanson. Oh my goodness, that was all ball that Jusak got, but they're going to get her for a foul. I mean, the ball spun out of Johnson's hand. Shot up is good. Good free throw team is Esko. So far, they've only missed one. It's Kyra Johnson at the line for two. She made her first one, gets that one to roll in, so she makes them both. 28-20 with 1:15 to go. And again, the full court press here. Nice job there by Klepper. Now Vivian Lotti. Lotti looks for someone on the near side corner. She gives it off to Klepper. Lotti inside, looking for Jusak. She gives it to Jusak, back to Klepper. Klepper dribbles, mishandles the ball, Metling, and it's stolen away. Sinnott with it, another steal. Double-digit steals already here for Esko. Under a minute to go. Dragons trail by 8. And, man, this certainly doesn't feel like an 8-point deficit. Feels like Pine City is the better team. They just have kind of gotten ahead of themselves. And holy crap. Hannah Swanson, yet another thing. She makes it look effortless. Quite just simply put, she makes it look effortless out there from 3. Now Metling will pull up from the free throw line. No good on that one. Klepper can't get the rebound, and it'll go out of bounds back to Esko. An 11-point lead now for Esko. Looks like Esko may just try and take the last shot of the half, give no chance to Pine City for them to grab any kind of momentum going into half number 2. Which would be smart because momentum is hard to come by sometimes or to give up. No good on that shot. Jusak with the rebound. 7 seconds to go. Pine City's got time, so they can settle it down. A long 3 from Jusak, going to come up no good. And rebound by Clara Swanson. And that'll end the first half. So more of a frustrating first half here for Pine City. Not so much of a bad half. I think it was just more frustrating because they had some things that didn't go their way call-wise, and then, again, maybe a little bit rushed on the offensive side of things here in this first half. They'll talk about it, get it figured out, come back out in the second half, and I bet you we will see a much different Pine City team here in half number 2. So we'll go to halftime with the Dragons trailing 31-20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with that free consultation. Plus, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. Also, the team there believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with that lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Halftime here. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors to recap the first half. You're listening to Girls Basketball on WCMP.
This can be the loneliest sound, and it's never the right time. Car in the ditch, you standing by the side of the road. Thank goodness Hinckley Towing is on the way. 24-hour service, experienced drivers, and state-of-the-art trucks. Put their number in your phone before you need it. Hinckley Towing, 320-385-4049. 320-385-4049.
Experience our most popular sawmill, the Big Red XP. This Canadian-built mill proudly sits on an entirely welded 24-foot jointless frame. Accepting a diameter of 32 inches, this portable sawmill can saw logs up to 21 feet long or work with 2 10-foot logs at the same time. Includes an electric head position and automatic headlock. Powered by the renowned and proven Honda 20-horsepower version, the Big Red XP comes equipped with all the equipment needed. The Big Red XP is available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
'Tis the season to share the joy of Wisconsin cheese. At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, they understand the importance of great cheese and take pride in their gift boxes. Burnett Dairy can customize gift boxes and include a nice note, and they can be shipped throughout all states except Hawaii. Who doesn't love cheese? This is the perfect gift for anyone. Order your cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call, 715-689-2748 for custom orders, and they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
The holiday season is right around the corner. Share the joy of Wisconsin cheese from Burnett Dairy. They can provide you with cheese gift boxes that are perfect for your employees. So why not show your employees how much you appreciate their hard work and dedication with a gift that they're sure to love? Burnett Dairy Cheese. Order your employees' cheese gift boxes online at shop.burnettdairy.com or give them a call at 715-689-2748 for customer orders. And they can be shipped or picked up at the store.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. We're at halftime here. And on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Dragons trail 31-20 to Esko. Taking a look at the first half, stat-wise leading the way for Esko. No surprise, it was Hannah Swanson. She had 4 of them threes there in that first half. And then 4 for Berger and Johnson, 2 for Swanson, Cadence-Berger, Caitlin McConnell, and Kyra Johnson, or Erin Pettyjohn. My goodness. Brain is not working tonight. It doesn't want to cooperate. 6 rebounds for Kyra Johnson. She leads the team. 14 steals in the first half. 4 for both Pettyjohn and Sinnott. And 3 for Karen Berger. They only had 3 team fouls. On the other side for the Dragons, Carly Jusak led the team with 11 points and 13 rebounds. Then it was Boland, Belsheim, and Metling each with 3 points, that is. 6 steals they had in the first half, 3 from Thiemann, 2 from Klepper, and 1 from Boland. They had 1 block by Jusak and 9 team fouls. So, a bit of a frustrating first half, I think, there for Pine City. Just it started out quickly with Esko getting on the board first, then they got another steal and went up by extra, and then unfortunately, I think that bothered Pine City, but they were able to go down and score themselves. But then just after that, it just seemed like the full court pressure was there. They couldn't get around the full court pressure. They struggled to figure out a way around it, and then once they did, they just couldn't seem to get the second chance scoring opportunities, but they also, the passing lanes. It seemed like Esko knew each and every single pass that was coming and where it was going to, and that's where a lot of those 14 steals came from that Esko had in the first half. So for Pine City, I think they'll work on it here at half. Head coach Judd, there have been some things that he's been pleased with, some other things that he would like to see them do better, and they'll certainly talk about it here at halftime, see what they adjust and see what they come out at halftime and try and fix as they trail by 11. Now again, only trailing by 11, so it's not a ginormous deficit. It's certainly overcomable, and again, we're only at halftime, so there's too much time to worry about trying to come back quickly. Again, there is no 11-point shot in basketball, so just go each possession and go down and get the points that you can, whether it's from 3, whether it's the 2s, whether it's the short 2 layup. But just get points any way you can. And again, one of the things too is they tried to, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say it, but they forced the ball inside to Jusak underneath the basket, and I thought that Esko just had that read like a book. I didn't think that Pine City was really doing anything to try and hide, I should say, what they were doing. They were trying to go inside to Jusak, and Esko was just, I mean, they knew what was coming in, and Pine City just seemingly didn't have any answer to the Esko figuring that out. So that'll be one of the things that they try to do. Of course, you want to get Jusak the ball. You want to get her the ball inside, as she is the tallest player on the court. But right now, Esko just doing a good job of bothering all and any open passing lanes to her. And they'll figure that out. And also, again, just the passing in general. The passing lanes have just, I mean, it's been road closed, under construction, if you will. No clean passing lanes. Again, Esko's just been there. They've intercepted a bunch of the passes. So if I'm Pine City, you just gotta kind of make better choices when they're passing the ball. I think they've had some good ideas of to where to go for it. I think they just got to slow things down a little bit here in the first half. And I talked about that a little bit earlier on. They just felt like they were maybe one step ahead of themselves in this first half. And if they can settle things down just a little bit, I think things will make that turn that they need to, that they were hoping for in the first half here in half number 2. And things will start to go the Dragons' way, and it shouldn't take too long. Again, Jusak 11 points, 13 rebounds in that first half, and you also had Metling, Boland, and Belshine each with a 3, so it's not like they're not hitting those threes. Even Jusak had one in that first half. They had 4 threes in that first half, so it's nothing to blink an eye at, but they're going to have to find better passing lanes. They're going to have to, I think it's just going to be, hey, you're going to have to get tougher and find an open spot, because Esko, again, give them a ton of credit. They've just been doing a good job of sticking like glue to these Pine City players on offense and just haven't allowed them to get open, plain and simple. So for Pine City, they'll have to find ways to get themselves open and, again, just kind of relax when they're trying to pass that ball around and take a moment to breathe, and also make sure they're getting through the full court pressure and not making the silly mistakes. I think that they made a few of those there in the first half, and you turn some of those around. This is a completely different looking game, and that's the beauty of having 2 halves, is you get a chance to really turn it around in the second half, and that's what Pine City will look to do. Again, only down by 12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 31-20, so their defense will have some work to do. This Esko offense got hot there late in that first half, and I mean red hot. I know their colors are blue and yellow, but man, did they get red hot. As Hannah Swanson, she went off. She had, I think, 5 going into the last 4 or 5 minutes. She ended up with 15, so very good half there for her, and she hit 4 threes as well. Pine City will be looking for a much different second half, as 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. 5 locations: Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. Oh, excuse me. So Pine City will not start with the ball here in the second half. It will be Esko. So their offense gets first look. And we'll see what the Dragons defense has done here to try and keep Esko at that 31-point mark, and not going to happen early on, as Sinnott gets her first points of the game. But quickly up the court to get around that full court press. Now they're going to double Klepper, and that should be out of bounds. It should be Pine City ball. It is. So Klepper was bothered. She tried to pass it off to Boland. That ball was tipped and out of bounds. 33-20. Metling will inbound here to Jusak. Slicing underneath the basket. Metling, no good on her first shot, no good on that one, and she was fouled. She got her own rebound twice, and that time she was fouled. We're going to get this one on Kyra Johnson, her second, team's first of half number 2. First one is up and good. Metling again at the line. First one was good. That one is good. The bank is open, ladies and gentlemen, this late. Bank shot. 33-22. But here comes Esko again. It's Berger on the far side. Gives it off to Pettyjohn. Looking towards the top of the key to Swanson. Don't leave her open. Berger now with it. Back to Swanson. Back to Berger. They'll look to Swanson. They want her. That's long range. That's about NBA, but she won't pull the string on that shot. Now on the far side to Pettyjohn. All the way across the court to Karen Berger. That's a long three. Ooh, on the mark, but no good. And Jusak, good rebound. 13 of them in the first half. Now with 14. As Klepper brings it up the court, she gives it off to Thiemann. Thiemann, step back three. Oh, it's there. It was there, but just off the rim. And Swanson will grab the rebound. Again, I don't think the rim realizes it is a Dragons home rim. It just seemed to have been going Esko way, as again, Karen Berger gets 2 there for Esko. Pass that is stolen away once again, and here are the steals, and that leads to points for Swanson. That's something they struggled with in the first half, and again another one. Swanson again. Karen Berger with the steal that time. And what was only an 11-point lead is now turned out to 17 because of the full court press by Esko, and Pine City just doesn't have an answer for it yet. Metling stolen away. Kyra Johnson with the steal. And Hannah Swanson gives it out to Karen Berger for 3. Wow. I don't know what to say. They're just hitting these threes like no tomorrow. And they're making it look easy. That's the thing, too. And it's not like it's right at the three-point line. They're about from NBA range. Jusak, and her pass is stolen by Sinnott. And scoring, and that's Hannah Swanson again. And now she has 21. And a game has quickly turned upside down for Pine City, sadly. It's been the turnovers. It's bothered them there in the first half. And, I mean, give Esko credit. That is what they wanted to accomplish here in the second half. They wanted to pressure Pine City. They just said, hey, get around our full court press. We're going to make you get around it. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to not full court press. We're going to go out, full court press. You're going to be forced to get around it. So we got to give Esko credit because they're doing a good job. It's not just, Pine City can't. Well, Pine City has. That's the thing. Pine City has found a way around it more times than not. That's why they do still have points on the board. But Esko has turned up the heat here and have a few more turnovers, and now they lead by 22. An 11-point game at half. 22 now. Quickly. As we are beginning the second half. That's what it's called, not a period. I'm thinking Javi. I just looked at the Wild score, that's why, and the Wild lead 2-0 right now over the Canadiens. I don't know. It's got to be because they're from Canada that they say it like that, but I call it Canadians. But I know it's also spelled Canadians or Dians. I don't know. Tomato kind of thing. Either way, Pine City will get set to inbound. They do, and now getting past the full court press. Metling has it. Bounce pass to Bolin. Now over to Klepper. Far side to Thiemann. Back to Klepper. Back to Thiemann. Thiemann will circle, get to the top of the key, fake the pass, now goes to Metling. Metling stands, gives it over to Klepper. Klepper thought about 3, gives it off to Thiemann. Thiemann now all the way to Bolin. Bolin a long 3 for her. That's going to come up short. She races. Gets her own rebound. Nice job. Nice effort there by Brooke Bolin. Summer Thiemann. Oh, my goodness. What a pass by Summer Thiemann. She was darn near underneath the net and gave it off to Jusak, and Jusak dropped it in for 2. What a pass by Summer Thiemann, and great awareness by Thiemann as well, just to realize that she had a player there open. And Carly Jusak denies the shot from Esko once again. Kyra Johnson tried, but, that was pure denial by Carly Jusak. As Lottie will check into the game for Klepper. On the Dragon side. Esko does, again, inbound it because the ball was off of Jusak. And, that's a double dribble, and they're going to say it was tipped. Okay, so that does eliminate the double dribble, but Vivian Lottie gets the rebound on the missed shot from Esko. Jusak lets the defense get in front and gives it off to Lottie. Now to Metling. Metling will circle the perimeter and give it over to Boland. Boland just on the far side, calling for a screen, and offense getting set up slowly, but she gets it off to Jusak. Now to Lottie. Lottie dribbles around, drives inside, shot up a little too hard off the glass, and rebound there for Sinnott. Driving inside, and Sinnott's going to drop it in. Not sure who they got that on. They're going to say it was on Metling. Her second. No good. So Sinnott only gets the 2, and that doesn't even hit rim. Boland will look. She'll give it to Jusak off of the inbound pass. Then quickly up the court to Lottie. Far side, Summer Thiemann for 3. Good! Summer Thiemann, first points on the board with that one. Makes it 46-27. Last year, at the end of the year, we were calling her Summer Threeman. And we might have to bring that nickname back. Yeah, you can't leave her open like that. It's too easy. Hannah Swanson, she was left alone from 3, and, well, no surprise, she delivered. Again, the Dragons trying to get around the full court press. Summer Thiemann, 3! Summer Thiemann is back in the building. And then she goes right back on defense. My goodness. She is just, she is everywhere for this Dragon team. Ball is swatted out. Somehow Esko does get it back. They will do a good job passing it around. And Swanson from 3. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. It's too easy for her. She makes it look easy. It's ridiculous. That's just a good job. Now a long 3 from Thiemann. It's no good that time. Oh, she was on the line when she touched that ball in back in. Was Kyra Johnson for the rebound. They didn't get her. Hannah Swanson will miss this one. 52-30. .12:03 left here in the second half on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Find out more at embracemen.com. Thiemann with it. She looks, gives it to Belsheim. Belsheim, top of the key. Pauses for a moment, gives it back to Boland. Now inside to Jusak. She lost the ball for a moment. Gets the shot to fall, puts the and one. 21 or 13, I thought I heard. Well, I thought I saw 21. They do say 13. He had 21 up. Shot is good, meanwhile, from Jusak for the three-point play. 52-33. Coming back the other way, Esko. Hannah Swanson has it. That's the one young lady you don't want it in the hands of. Ooh, you got to let him play a little bit. Thiemann looks at her coach, says, whatever. I'll get back on defense. Not bothered. And this time Hannah Swanson, she comes out smiling. She said, yeah, that was a little rough on that one. Got to give the shiver arm to Thiemann there on that one. And she knew it as she kind of picked up her dribble, turned around and kind of smiled. She was like, yeah, I knew it. I think they also got her instead for a foul. They got her for a travel anyways. Meanwhile, coming back the other way, Jusak is going to score 2, plus she was fouled. And this one, I was going to say, they called it on 10, but a 10 is not out there. They called it on Sinnott. So, we got it fixed. Jusak, three-point play again. 52-36. Full court press coming from the Dragons. Stolen away by Thiemann, but it was not if she didn't get help from her teammate, Klepper and Metling. Belsheim left alone from 3. No good. Klepper there for the rebound, and she was fouled. We're going to get, I think, Kaylee Sinnott again. Her third. So Klepper at the line for 2. First one's up. Oh! Circles out. Yeah, again, the rim just doesn't realize that, hey, you can favor Pine City. The bounces can go in. So no good on the first from Klepper, although that one did look good. No good on both, and Kyra Johnson will grab the rebound. She's their leading rebounder, now with 8 of them. Good passing here by Esko, and taking it to the basket. Shot no good, got her own rebound, did Johnson. And that shot no good, and Brooke Bolin will get the rebound for Pine City. Bolin, top of the key, she pauses, she waits, gives it to Thiemann. Thiemann looks, she dribbles to the near side corner. Over now to Belsheim. Belsheim, top of the key, now to Klepper. Klepper pauses, drives inside. Belsheim, top of the key for 3. Bank shot no good. And Bolin got the rebound thanks to the swat back to her from Jusak. 5 or 35 on white. I think they got Caitlin McConnell. Perhaps. No, 35. That'll be the 5th team foul for Esko. And it looks like Sue Northey. Or Northey. Going to call a timeout for her team. Dragons have found a little bit of momentum, although they still trail by 16 points on the scoreboard. There is a little bit of a feel that, yeah, Pine City has gotten a little bit of momentum back in their favor. Down by 16 here in half number 2 with 10 seconds left in the timeout. Thought that was the game clock. Was not. Hey, I was close. There's 10:28 to go in half number 2. Still plenty of time for Pine City. But 10:28 left in the game. (52-36) Pine City. This would be big if they could score here and get it down to 14 or 13. Nice pass in by Jusak to Thiemann, but she missed the shot, and Clara Swanson will get the rebound. And now driving inside, Thiemann trying to guard McConnell, but yeah, Thiemann I think they just didn't want to give up a foul, and that's okay. Oh, that pass by Bolin trying to thread it in there to Klepper, but that went over everybody, and coach on the bench grabs it, and Judd quickly looks to his team, says, hey, here's what we got to do. Let's make sure we get to it. Let's make sure we fix it. Just breathe. I mean, Pine City has been right there all game. It's not like they're really down and out. They don't look like they're down and out. That's the thing. They have been right there all game long. So if they can put a little bit of a drought on Esko and get points their way, they could really turn this thing around. Of course, easier said than done. That shot up, no good, and rebound that gets through multiple Dragon hands. It's going to be rebounded by Kyra Johnson. And Esko loses it, but it was last touched out of bounds by Pine City. 9:25 to go. Inbound goes to Karen Berger. Trying to get around Klepper. Klepper does a good job defending there. Now to McConnell. She's inside. Drops it in for 2. (56-36) now the score with 9 minutes to go. Dragons get around the full court pressure. Piper Metling was left alone. She'll drive inside. Shot is through, plus the and one. Cadence Berger gets the foul, her first. And Metling on that line for the three-point play. No good. Rebounded by Esko. Travel, though, as Esko quickly got the pass forward. Johnson took one too many steps. They're going to get their sharpshooter in there in Hannah Swanson. 56-38, Dragons trail. Full court pressure again here by Esko. Lottie has it. She'll give it back to Bolin. Bolin quickly over to Thiemann. Now they're in their front court. Now they can relax a little bit, take a deep breath and set the offense up. And that's kind of what they've been struggling with here in that first half. And they do get past the full court press, and Metling has it. Now over to Bolin. Thiemann will try to go over everybody and rattles it home. Summer Thiemann, she has 3 threes in this second half alone. My goodness, what a job by Thiemann, who is Summer Threeman, as I would like to call her, because she has made, again, 3 threes, 9 points. Battling hard, getting maybe he got away with a push there, or did Caitlin McConnell. And driving inside, shot no good. Rebound up for grabs. It's going to be McConnell who grabs the rebound. Nice job. And then that shot no good. Grabbed by Cadence Berger, and she'll drop it in for 2. Jusak quickly up the court. Thiemann thought about it and then gives it back to Bolin. Inside to Jusak. Jusak off the board, drops it in for 2. A little bit too far under the net that time almost, but she got some nice spin on it and kissed it off the backboard. Thiemann nearly got the steal, but Hannah Swanson driving through. Shot is up. They're going to call a foul on the floor on Dragons. I think they're going to get Jusak actually with that one, which would be her 3rd. Not ideal, but not completely terrible either. She's got 2 more to work with, so 7:23 to go here in the half. Dragons trail by 15. Hannah Swanson, and they back it out now to Kaylee Sinnott, and that shot's no good. Summer Thiemann will grab the rebound. Quickly up the court goes Thiemann. Thiemann stops, gives it over to Vivian Lottie. Vivian Lottie for 3, that's going to come up short. McConnell with the rebound. And that's unfortunate there for Pine City. Vivian Lottie just didn't put enough oomph on that one. Otherwise, that one was probably going to go through because it was online. It was online, but just not enough oomph on it. And that comes with time, especially varsity time. And she's gotten some throughout the last couple of years, but now a almost full-time starter for this Dragon team. Or if not a full-time starter, she is certainly getting a bunch of minutes. And, ooh, Dragons did not know where Kaylee Sinnott was, and she was left wide open and dropped that one in for 2. That's unfortunate there because Dragons pass it inside, and Jusak, another nice roll as she drops that one into the basket. Timeout called here, I believe, by Pine City, so they'll be left with, if that's the case, 1. Yeah, they are. So with the timeout, you can look at that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Pine City trails by 15, 60-45. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. So the Dragons coming out of the timeout, trying to get something to go their way and take the lead. So inbound here for Esko. They quickly work it up the court. Berger now on the far side for Pettyjohn. Stolen away by Thiemann. Thiemann works inside. Oh, off the front of the rim. I think she dribbled one too many times on that drive inside, unfortunately. And Pettyjohn for three. Woo-hoo. This is a really good three-point shooting team here in Esko. That's why I said they were dangerous. Boland, nice job driving inside and getting fouled. So Boland at the line to shoot two. That foul on Pettyjohn. It's her first, team 7th. So is it a 1-and-1? Referee's going to have a word with coach. Judd not too happy with something, shaking his head, and he's not too pleased. Again, I don't know if this is, it's only a 1-and-1 here, but Boland drills the first, so on their way. (63-46). Boland does get the friendly bounce. So she drops them both through, and it's 63-47, 5:50 to go. Lottie doing a good job. Defense there. Nearly got the steal from Karen Berger, but Hannah Swanson now has it. She'll drive inside, and oh, for once she doesn't get the shot to fall. Now we're going to get a foul here on Esko. We're going to get Kaylee Sinnott on the foul. I did not see it when it happened, so I was really confused. I thought they were going to call that on Pine City, and Esko was going to get to shoot two, but no, it's on Esko. And now Piper Metling at the line for a 1-and-1. That shot is no good, and Johnson does rebound for Esko. Again, until you're at 10 fouls for the opposite team, that's when you get to go to the line and shoot two. For now, it's 1-and-1 for Pine City. Berger will drive inside. Shot is up, no good. Somehow, some way, Vivian Lottie's going to draw the jump ball, and possession arrow favors the green and white. Nice job by Pine City passing it inside to Jusak. Shot is no good. Brooke Boland comes up with the rebound. Three for Piper Metling, and she drills it with a defender at her chest. That's a clutch shot from Piper Metling. She had a defender right in her face. Even got bumped a little bit. Piper Metling comes up with a huge shot. And now all of a sudden the deficit back down to 13. Dragons trying to make that comeback with 4:45 to go. Outside now for Pettyjohn. Pettyjohn circles, drives inside, can't get the shot to fall. Klepper with the rebound. Metling has it. She'll bring it up the court. She finds the lane to drive through. Kisses it off the glass for two. Piper Metling has come alive in this second half. He's really getting a spark for Pine City, but Pettyjohn left open. Oh, she kind of just threw that at the... Ooh, Pettyjohn rushed that one a little bit. She had plenty of time to kind of set her feet and get a good look at the basket, but yet she got the pass and almost just threw it at the basket and well off the mark. That's kind of the first real big mistake we've seen Esko make here tonight, and that's big because if Pine City scores on this possession, it's down to single digits is their deficit. So a big mistake there by Pettyjohn for Esko. Again, I thought she had at least a couple of seconds to maybe set her feet, get a better look at the basket, but that time she got the pass and kind of almost threw it at the net. I think she might have thought there was a defender a lot closer than she was, so she was just trying to get off a quick shot, but hey, the Dragons benefit from that because now, again, if they score on this, and that's a big if, this Esko defense has only allowed Pine City 52 points to this point for a reason. But if Pine City is able to score on this possession, it's down to single digits, and that would be huge because Pine City has quickly turned things in their favor. Timeout was called there by Esko. And both teams confused as to who gets the ball out of the timeout, but referee's helping them out, and they say it is green ball. Bolin will get the inbound pass. They'll give it to Thiemann. Thiemann will work backwards, but then bring it up the court. She gives off to Metling. Metling calls out the offensive play. Metling dribbles to the near side, trying to go underneath. Backs out to the near side here to Bolin. Bolin will reset things at the top of the key. Gets a screen there from Jusak. She'll go inside to Jusak. Jusak through some defenders. Shot is up, no good, but she was fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot two. 23 or 32. I'm guessing it's 32 because there is no 23. 24. My goodness, are my eyes that bad? That I cannot see the numbers he's holding up on his hand? Listen, I know I'm bad at math, but that's terrible. Now Carly Jusak misses the first again. Kind of gets the unfriendly roll that time. And no good on that one. That's one thing that Pine City really needed there. So unfortunately, and Jusak, one of the senior leaders for this team, she'll come back and say, hey, that's all right. And Hannah Swanson trying to Metling can't quite get the rebound. Instead, swats it out of Clara Swanson's hands, who had the rebound. But Metling just said, hey, nope, not going to allow you something that easy. Great effort there by Metling, trying to get that one back for her team. Inbound here to Berger. Back top of the key. A long three. Almost in. And Metling grabs the rebound. She'll give it up to Bolin. Now to Vivian Lati. Jusak from the free throw line. Delivers. She says, hold on. Let me do that again. Boop. Dropped it in. 9-point game. Pine City has come nearly all the way back. And they try to go inside. Hannah Swanson. That's... oh. Going to get the foul there on Thiemann. Thiemann comes away frustrated. She doesn't like that call, and that's a tough one. I think if that call goes either way, I think it's a good call. You don't call it, it's a good one. If you call it, it's a good one. It's one of those where it's borderline. It's like some of the plays in you see in the NFL. If they call it, this, it's that. Oh, nice steal though, right off the inbound by Summer Thiemann. She has 6 of them in the game. She'll get the ball back to Piper Metling, and now Metling is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Trying to gather who that foul was on. It was on Hannah Swanson. That's her second. Not only has she shot well, she stayed clean foul-wise. Just 27 points. Metling, good on the first. No good on that one. So 1 for 2 there, rebounded by Berger. Coming the other way, Esko. Trying to power their way inside. Berger no good, and Metling grabs the rebound. Like I said, she's kind of come to life here in this second half. And now she'll give it off to Vivian Lati. Lati wanted Bolin. Bolin went the other way, but now Bolin gets it from Lati. Now to Thiemann. Thiemann looks. Bolin on the near side corner. Looking for someone to give it off to. Bolin dribbles out of the corner. Steps up from 3 from the elbow. It's through! Brooke Bolin, those are 3 big points. And the Dragons are within 5 of the Esko lead. Under 2.5 to go. This Dragons team, they look destined for the comeback. Can they complete it? Ooh, and Bolin, a little too aggressive that time, is going to get the foul. She looks right away to head coach Judd saying, hey, that's all right, but you got to be a little bit smarter. Can't have that happen in this part of the game. So now she'll know for next time, and that's great thing about having the coaches so close is you can just look to them and go, hey, what do I need to do next time? 2:15 to go. Dragons. And that one nearly stolen away by Summer Thiemann. She has, herself nearly willed this team back with all her steals she has in this one. My goodness. Almost another one there. She got the big one off the last inbound. That put them within 5 after the Metling free throws. And 3, really. Esko has it, nearly stolen away. Oh, and Metling. It was tipped by Pine City. Their teammates didn't realize it, and Metling absolutely raced after it, tried to keep it alive, but unfortunately just could not hold on. And Esko will get to inbound. Good news for Pine City. They only have 6 seconds on the shot clock, the inbound, and they'll try to drive inside. That shot is up. That should... Nope, it went off of Pine City, so it will stay with Esko. I think Esko even thinks it's Pine City's ball. Well, either way. Well, now Esko will call a timeout. Bit of an interesting sequence there. Esko almost acted like they thought Pine City it was Pine City's ball. Then they weren't sure they were going to go back for the inbound. Then they called the timeout. 3 seconds will be on that shot clock for Esko. So Pine City, they can hold them off here on this possession. That would be so big for this Pine City team. That'd be huge, because then Pine City would get a chance to go down and score to bring them within 1 possession of this lead. This has been quite the fight for Pine City. They have fought so hard in this second half. And timeout over. Dragons going to have to hustle back onto the court. Esko is ready. 1:57 to go. 3 seconds are on the shot clock. Esko will inbound. He'll probably be looking for Hannah Swanson. Got to cover her close. Lottie not as close as she'd like to be. There's the buzzer. No shot. No shot. And that will go back to Pine City. That shot just got off a tad late. As the buzzer sounded, it was still in her hand. And now Pine City gets it back. Full court pressure going to be coming here from Esko. No surprise. And not so much full court pressure. So Dragons will work and get it back into their front court. Metling has it. She gives it back to Lottie. Lottie looks now to Metling. Metling looks. She wants to give it to Bolin. Bolin at the top of the key. Gives it over to Thiemann. Thiemann wanted that one earlier. Now she'll look and give it in the corner. Brooke Bolin left open. Inside to Jusak, and she was fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. McConnell with the foul. And Jusak at the line to shoot 2. Gets the friendly roll. And Jusak makes them both. Those are 2 big free throws. It's a 3-point game. 63-60 with a minute and a half to go. Dragons are right there. Obviously now Esko will looking to be draining the clock / get it to Hannah Swanson, who is there with the ball. And Brooke Bolin gets a big steal. Brooke Bolin has it back. 1:08 to go now in the game. The Dragons within 3. Carly Jusak has it. She gives it to Metling. Metling on the near side corner. She'll dribble, give it to Lottie. Lottie now stands. She dribbles. She wants Bolin on the far side. Gives it to Bolin. Bolin to Metling. Metling, the long 3. Oh, just off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds. I thought Metling maybe had a chance to think about somewhere else to go with it, but she trusted herself, and you want that confidence in the players. You want that confidence. If you're head coach Judd, you're saying to yourself, hey, I don't want my team to be doing that. I want them to be confident. I don't want them second-guessing themselves. Vivian Lottie giving a ton of pressure on Berger. Berger, and a timeout called by Esko. Great job by Vivian Lottie with the defense there on Karen Berger. She had nowhere to go as Vivian Lottie was all over her. Great job there by Vivian Lottie. And not only that, Esko only has 3 more seconds to get it into the front court. Otherwise, it's a 10-second violation. So, wow, has this team come alive. And this is why you stay for the entire game. This is why you battle and you continue to play on, because things like this happen. And my goodness, what a half for the Dragons. The first half, man, didn't really go their way. And things didn't look too great for them. They come out in the second half, didn't start so quick. But when they did start to get going, man, have they put the pressure on and now really want to get things going. Each team has 1 timeout left. Wow. Under a minute to go here in the game. Pine City within 3. Here we go. Again, Esko has only 3 seconds to get it into the front court. Otherwise, it'll be 10 seconds, and Pine City gets the ball back. There it is. 2, 1, 10 seconds. Oh, after the timeout, excuse me. I'm an idiot. So the 10 seconds won't count because of the timeout. Forgot about that. Hey, you get excited, you miss a little few things. Foul there on the Pine City side by Vivian Lotti. She tried to get the block. Unfortunately, she got a little bit more than the ball, so sending Karen Berger to the line for 2. But again, good defense there by Vivian Lotti. I mean, she was all over. Drops in the first one, does Karen Berger. That's not anything big. You still got 34 seconds. That's a lot of time. And you've got a timeout, so. Everyone has their free throw regimen in which they go through. Berger's is no different. And that no good, doesn't even hit rim, so Pine City will get it back. 64-60. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some full court pressure here by Esko. A little bit, not too much. Vivian Lotti will try to go inside. A little bit of a dangerous pass. Piper Metling left open from 3. Good! And the Dragons are within 1, 64-63. Holy cow. What a game. Piper Metling in this second half has just been on fire. 16 points, 14 in this second half. What a half for this Dragons team, period. I mean, this has been a team effort. You can't look at one player because, well, then if you do, well, then you'll miss Mallory Klepper's key rebounds in part of this second half. You'll miss Summer Thieman's steals. You'll miss Brooke Boland's smart passes and steals herself. You'll miss Jusak's ability to set up underneath and lead the team with her senior leadership along with Thiemann. You'll miss Lottie's great defense and Belsheim's big shots from 3. Even though she didn't make them, she made the defense look, and she also set her team up for some rebounds. So it's been a complete team effort here in this second half for Pine City. It has been so fun to watch, and it's going to be a fun, I think we're under 30 seconds now, 20-something? 21 maybe? We'll have to look at the clock, but it's going to be a fun last few seconds, 25 seconds. These last 25 are going to be heart-pounding for sure. 64-63. Now, if you're the Dragons, what do? You know, obviously, the shot clock is off, so Esko doesn't have to shoot the ball. Pretty sure they'll probably try and get a steal. And Vivian Lotti maybe a little bit too aggressive on that foul. Kind of pushed her in the back. I mean, she got the foul, but that one might have been a little bit teetering on the line of attack. I understand you're getting the foul, but that one might have been a little bit rough. But hey, she got the foul, so she sends Berger to the line for a 1-and-1. First one's up and good. Now that, again, that only puts them up by 2. And if the Dragons get it back, you've seen how hot they are from 3 so far. 19 seconds. Berger will go through her regimen. She has sped it up here since the last time through. She'll get the friendly bounce. So 3 is all the Dragons need. A little bit of full court pressure with 16 seconds to go. Vivian Lotti gives it off to Metling. Metling inside to Jusak. We'll get a foul here on Esko. Maybe not the best thing for Pine City because that sends them to the line for 2, but they can't get the 3 they need. Sinnott will have her 5th. Ooh, some fans getting a little bit chippy. You might want to be careful. We have had fans thrown out before, so. I'm no different. Sometimes I got to be careful, too. Talk too much about the referees. No good on the shot. Metling got the rebound. No good. Thiemann. How was that not a foul on Esko? Holy cow. Missed call there, but it will go. And Esko will go to the line. This could put the game away. It'll be a 1-1, though. It'll be a 1-1. Pine City a little bit frustrated there on how they got the foul. They thought it wasn't. I tend to agree, but again, we stick with what the refs say. No good. And we get a foul here on Esko. And now the Dragons go to the line for 2 with 0.5 seconds to go. Holy cow. Drama, excitement. We've got it all here in this game. Two here for Jusak. Got the first one. Got it both! No good, and we're headed for overtime! Holy cow! What? Oh my goodness! What a game! Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're headed for more. We're getting some free basketball here. If you didn't get enough, well, good, because we're headed for extra. Holy cow. Big clutch free throws there by Carly Jusak to send us to overtime on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team there wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. Holy cow, what a game. What a game it has been between these two teams. And Pine City, 46 points in this second half. They've only allowed 35. What a half for Pine City it has been. It has been wild to watch, and we're set for 5 more minutes of this crazy action. And it looks like each team will have one extra or one timeout. Because if it's one more, Esko would have 2, Pine City only 1. So I don't know if you add 1 in overtime. Again, I'm not versed on all the rules. I think this is my first overtime basketball game that I've called in high school. Looks like we'll get 4 minutes up on the board. Looks like timeout will be added to each. So Pine City will have 1, Esko will have 2. Pine City has not put Esko in the double bonus yet. Pine City has 2 more fouls to give to put Esko in the double bonus. But this overtime period is going to be a whole new look. Pine City's now back. They've tied it. Esko going to have revenge on their mind. They're going to have, I believe, momentum just because of the fact that well, they felt like they didn't get some calls to go their way there late in that half. And, you could say the same thing for Pine City, but it's both these teams are heated. That's to say the least. Hopefully we get a clean overtime period. You just don't want to see anything egregious. Jusak and Kyra Johnson at center court for tip-off here to begin the overtime period. 4 minutes, and tip-off won by Esko. So Esko will go with their normal offense now. They'll settle things down. Johnson has it. Give it over to Cadence Berger. Now to Karen Berger. And they drive inside with McConnell. Her shot is up and through. And the full court pressure back here by Esko. And Thiemann, no. They wanted to say that it was tipped, but not the case. And Thiemann had to go through her hands, so Pine City will look to get one back. So what you don't want here for Pine City is to see them go down by 4 right away, just because that would give Esko that much more momentum. But it's not the end of the world. That doesn't mean the game is over by any means. It's just it'll be that much tougher for Pine City. Thiemann tried to grab the steal, but just missed on it. Now Hannah Swanson has it. And now they go inside, back outside to Cadence Berger. She'll step inside for the long 2. It's no good. And Lati just leisurely takes it in. Brooke Bolin, 3-on-1. She gets it into the front court to Thiemann now. Thiemann thought about 3 to Bolin. Bolin inside to Lati. Lati wants to go to Jusak. Jusak from 3. That's good! Carly Jusak gives the Dragons the lead, 69-68. I apologize to your eardrums, but they're probably going to be a bit sore after this game if you're listening to me. That ball up for grabs, nearly stolen away by Metling. And then, left alone. Driving to the basket was Karen Berger. I want to see that. 70-69. Thiemann got hit in the face with a... It wasn't on purpose. The defender was just trying to get the ball, but... Bounce pass here to Thiemann. Thiemann was bumped, and they're going to say no foul. Probably could have called a foul that way too, but rebounded by Berger, and shot again is no good there by Caitlin McConnell, and now we'll see her to the line for 2. This foul on Pine City. Not real sure who that one was on. It's 2, though. And getting the first to fall was Caitlin McConnell. Now up by 2 are Esko. I think it was Lati? Potentially her 5th, maybe? Maybe with 5 for Lati, I think is what they said. And both are good there by McConnell. They get 72-69. Bolin will give it to Jusak. Jusak is now going to start in the back half, and pass there to Metling. And all of a sudden, this is starting to look like that first half. Passes starting to get away from them, starting to get a little too fast, getting in front of themselves a little bit. Just got to settle it down. The threes have been falling. Don't worry about it. You're not going to, you've got time. You've got time. You see what they did with under 25 seconds, so they've got plenty of time. And that will help. Thiemann with another steal. I don't even know how many she has. Jusak gives it back outside to Thiemann. Thiemann thought about the shot, and yeah, Thiemann, because she was falling backwards, she was on her pivot foot and then switched foot as she was backing up. So So it will be a travel call, and unfortunately there, Thieman's steal will not become a positive outcome for the Dragons. And we'll go back to Esko. They're inside, and Thieman. Yeah, that's going to be a foul and a charge there. And Esko, yeah, she got elbowed pretty much in the face. Almost a cross face like in wrestling. It's on Hannah Swanson, her third. Jusak will go back that's Klepper who will go back for the inbound. Again, Esko playing that full court pressure. Pine City has struggled with it all game long. They forced Esko to change it. I think they got a double dribble, yeah. Klepper had nowhere to go with that one, and Pine City only has the one timeout. I think they're trying to save it, but I think going to have to call it soon. I think your team just needs, I think they need a refresher. I just think they need a breath. Get something to go their way because that full court pressure bothering them once again. Inbound gets to Esko here, Berger. Pine City fans trying to help out their team. Thiemann nearly got the steal again. That shot, no good. Jusak with the rebound. I don't know how many she's got, but she's got plenty. Bolin gets it to Thiemann on the near side. Her shot is up, no good. She gets her own rebound. Gets it back outside to Jusak. Now to Bolin on the near side for Emma Belsheim. She fakes the shot. She'll dribble, drive inside. Her shot no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. 41 seconds to go here in the OT period. Kyra Johnson, her third. And no good on the first is Belsheim. And Belsheim delivers on the second. That's a big one. That is a big one. 72-70. Pine Cities does have a timeout. Shot clock and game clock about 6 seconds apart, so Pine City's going to have to work quick. Thiemann falls, and delivering on that shot was Hannah Swanson, and no surprise, she made a shot. Surprise, surprise, she makes a shot. She's been great all night. And that's through Bentling's hands. 74-70, and the overtime period, again, not going the way the Dragons had hoped. Not struggled, per se, but it has not gone their way. I think Pine City wanted a foul there. Whoa, they've been fouling for quite a few seconds. That took Pine City, I think, missed the call to foul right away, and unfortunately, that takes some precious time off the clock. That one's up and good, so that will almost put this one away by Karen Berger. 7 seconds, going to be hard to grab 5 points, if not 6 if she makes this one. Not impossible. We've seen crazier things happen as she delivers, so 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Probably should have just shot it on that one. Thiemann for 3. It's good, of course, for Thiemann, and that will end it. So, a blast of a game, but it ends in overtime with the Dragons not on top, as you might have expected after that regulation. They fall to Esko 76-73, and this gets my vote for Game of the Year. What a half it was for Pine City, but that overtime period, yeah, full court pressure got to them again, and they had a few of their passes just off the mark and could not reel that in. So we will take commercial break. We'll come back and recap this game. We'll see if we can't get an interview with maybe head coach Judd or even a player, and We'll be back. You're listening to Girls Basketball, and what a game on
Dale's Heating and
WCMP.
Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Embrace Orthodontics would like to take this time to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. It's people like you that make Christmas a sacred, meaningful occasion. Embrace Orthodontics wants to thank you for allowing us to serve you over this past year, and we really look forward to continuing to provide quality orthodontic care with Invisalign and braces in the year ahead. Gifts come and go, but a smile is forever. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Embrace Orthodontics. Find us online at embracemn.com.
Introducing the Red Runner 2017 Deluxe Firewood Processor. This Canadian-assembled, all-in-one, towable firewood solutions capable of producing 3 face cords per hour. The Red Runner comes equipped with a powerful 18-inch Oregon chainsaw bar, 10-foot-long adjustable conveyor, 2, 4, or even 6-way adjustable splitter head. Fits logs up to 12 feet long and 16 inches in diameter. This high-performance personal firewood processor is powered by a Honda GX390 industrial engine, found only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
Wow, what a game we were just treated to. It went into overtime, and the Dragons, what a half of play there in the second. My goodness, they outscored Esko 46-35 in that second half. Not only did they win that second half, man, it looked like they were well on their way to a victory there. In that overtime period, they just couldn't break through, and they fall by 3, 76-73. A buzzer beater three-point shot, though, by Summer Threeman, as I affectionately call her because she hits so many threes. But again, Summer Threeman, great game there for her and this entire Pine City team. This is unfortunately a loss for Pine City, but man, look at all the positives in this one. You come back, I mean, you trailed by 24 at one point in this game. Trailed by 24 points. Just think about that. They trailed by 24 in the second half, and they came back and tied it for overtime. That is quite an effort. I mean, they got started. They had a slow start to the second half, but after that, man, they held Esko off the board there in those last 5 minutes, and they came out and just hit every shot they were taking. And what an impressive thing it was to see Pine City come back and play so well in that second half. You could even say the second half of the second half. That's just how far they went. It was such an impressive second half for this Dragon team. So this Dragon team will suffer the loss, but when they look back at this game, I think they're going to be pretty pleased with their performance just because of the fact that, you know, they showed that they can come back. They were down by nearly 30 points. Can you believe that? Nearly 30 points they were down by in this second half. They came back, and they won the second half. And as far as I'm concerned, man, that's a win in my book. Sadly, they do fall by 3 to the Esko basketball team. Taking a look at our stats here from this game. For Esko, leading the way for them, Hannah Swanson, 29, 16 for Karen Berger, 10 for Caitlin McConnell. And then 6 for Kaylee Sinnott, 5 for Erin Pettyjohn, 4 for Kyra Johnson and Clara Swanson, and 2 then for Cadence Berger. Leading them rebound-wise was Johnson with 12, 6 for Berger. They had 18 steals in the game, 14 in the first, 4 in the second, 6 for Kaylee Sinnott, 5 for Berger, and 4 for Pettyjohn. They had 18 team fouls, 3 in the first, 15 in the second. For Pine City, leading the way for them was Carly Jusak, 33 points in the game, 22 in the second half. Then it was Piper Metling with 16, 12 for Summer Thiemann, 8 for Brooke Boland, and 4 for Emma Belsheim. Jusak led them with rebounds with 15 of them, another double-double. She also had 2 blocks and only 3 fouls, as we will get her up here for an interview in our post-game here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Again, going to be joined by our player of the game in Carly Jusak. First of all, Carly, this was a tough one, pretty physical game. What did you take away from this one?
I just took that we got a lot of experience from this game. Now we know what it feels like to be down in the first half and not play a good half and then fight back in the end. And to make it a close game and to get it in overtime and get a chance to win the game. So overall, I think it was just a great experience. It was a lot of fun, a lot of competitive nature, and I think that's just what we needed. So overall, very good.
And what was the message to you guys at half? You were down by double digits. What was the message to you from Coach Judd?
Coach just said to stay composed, not force the ball where it shouldn't be. Just keep it passing around, make good decisions, make good passes, come to the ball, and to not panic at the full court press pressure. Just to stay composed, come to the ball, and just work as a team to get the ball up the floor.
And it seemed like the first part of the second half, it seemed like some of that anxiety was still there for this team. But then after about midway through that second half, it seemed like everything started to click. What was it that was clicking for you there in the last half of the second half?
Yeah, I think we figured out the press a little bit, and when we got the ball back up, we started hitting shots, and that just kept our momentum going, and we just kept running, getting transition points, going up strong and getting fouls and making some free throws. So I think that's what kind of shifted our momentum and got us back in the game.
And as one of the 3 seniors on this team, what was it like to see this team battle back like that from so many points down? You were down by 24 at one point in the second half. To battle back like that and watch the defense and offense come together and complement each other, but also make that stellar comeback to force overtime.
Yeah, I think as a senior, as a captain, it made me kind of proud looking at the young girls fighting back and wanting to play and wanting to win. It made me really excited for what's to come and that I can see a glimpse of what we are able to do. So yeah, overall, it just gave me a lot. It just made me really proud.
And as one of the 3 senior captains, were any of the seniors saying anything at halftime or in the huddles when you would call a timeout, just to tell this team, hey, we're making our way back slowly but surely?
Oh yeah. All of us just encouraging our team, telling us to pick it up, stay composed, and just keep moving the ball around, and then eventually shots will drop and just keep playing hard defense and just get steals and run from there.
And obviously you guys forced overtime. What was the message after the end of the second half from head coach Judd?
Judd as well was super proud. He said that he loves coaching teams that just fights back and doesn't give up, and that's exactly what we did tonight, coming back from almost a 24-point deficit, I think. He was extremely proud. He knows that we could have or maybe should have won that game, but he just knows that we got experience from it, and that's good for our young girls. So moving forward, we know what that feels like, and so we can apply that to games in the future when situations like this happen again.
And you mentioned, obviously not the outcome you guys would have hoped for, but taking away from this one, it almost feels like a win just because it was so close. But as a senior, coming that close, what do you take away going forward for this team? Obviously, maybe for the seniors, but also for the younger girls on this team as well, getting that close but not being able to quite close it out.
Yeah, just finishing the game, executing the game. I think we could have executed a little better on defense. Maybe got some early stops, making some free throws. We should get working on some free throws, drop those so we can get some extra points. Overall takeaway, just finish all the way through, play good defense and solid offense. So.
Well, Carly, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
That again was Carly Jusak, one of the senior captains for this Dragons basketball team. Again, had 33 points to lead the team and 15 rebounds. What a game it was for this team. Again, it almost feels like a win for this Pine City team, but The scoreboard will say differently. It will show the Dragons fall by 3 in overtime, 76-73. The Dragons drop to 5-3 on the season, and that'll be it until that Christmas tournament over in Perham. So a little battle, some tough teams over there in that Perham tournament. That will be a fun one to be at, so tune in for more girls basketball here as we go along in this season. We won't, unfortunately, be out there at the Christmas tournament, but we will be back when they have another home game or a closer away game, so stay tuned for any and all of those. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for joining the broadcast. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsored this and every other broadcast that we do. We appreciate them, and of course, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games, so we appreciate all of our fine sponsors. And again, if you want to stay tuned to all of your local sports, stay tuned to the morning shows on 95.5 FM with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk local sports, this game, other sports in our local listening area, as well as regional sports, and even some national sports as well. Stay tuned to our websites at WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, and our Facebook pages by the same name. Also on our Twitter at WCMP Radio. That's where you can hear and catch all things local sports, breaking news, signings, game recaps, anything like that. You can catch over there on our websites, our Twitter, anything like that. I just spotted Chloe Lind, the graduate from Pine City here last year. Again, the reigning MIAC Player of the Week. Oh, there, Chloe Lind is here from St. Scholastica, probably on Christmas break. So nice to see her in the building. Nice to see any graduates that are from Pine City to be able to come back and watch the old squad. Of course, she's not the only one playing college basketball. Ashley Fowler, oh my goodness, Ellie Haas, as well as Sophie Lottie over at UW Green Bay. So a bunch of these Pine City girls basketball players out playing college ball. So wish them nothing but the best of luck, obviously, and as well at this Pine City team going forward. Yeah, again, Jusak talked about it. You know, they just got to finish, and it felt again, had they not gotten off to such a slow start with the turnovers, and coming from Jusak, they panicked a little bit with the full court press. So if they don't have that in that first half, or even just for 3 minutes, Pine City wins this game. They look like the better team to me. I think they just haven't seen the full court press that often, so I think it got to them a little bit, and they weren't 100% sure how to get around it, but they learned as they went forward, and it looked good at the end of this one. So again, thank all of you for tuning in here. Of course, thanks to all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. We appreciate them. Don't forget, stay tuned to everything, and remember to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make their day. Again, especially in today's world, more people than not are struggling with something, and they hide it inside and put on a pretty face to kind of face the world. So just remember to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. It costs nothing to be free, ladies and gentlemen. So I challenge you over this Christmas break to be kind to people, and not just your family by giving gifts, but kind to others as well. Again, the final here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, the Dragons do fall in overtime, 76-73. So stay tuned for everything local sports-wise, our websites, Twitter, Facebook, everything. Of course, we'll have a game on our airwaves tomorrow night, which will feature the Rush City Tigers hosting the Malacca Wolves, two, at this point, winless teams. Tigers do play tonight at Hope Academy, who is also winless on the season, so the Tigers could very well be a one-win team come tomorrow night, but that'll be on this channel. It'll be a simulcast on this channel and KBEK. So as I try to figure out how to close out this game, because what a game it was, I don't want to really leave the game, but we got to at some point. I don't get paid to be here all night, but final again, 76-73 overtime. Pine City falls to 5-3 on the season. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. If you don't tune in tomorrow to the boys basketball game between Rush City and Malacca, I hope you have a good rest of your night, a great Christmas season, and a happy new year, and a great weekend.